Hi, everybody. Today I'm doing another album review. And today I'm talking about the legendary Christine Perfect album, which came out in 1970. And this was Christine McVie's very first solo album. Of course, Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac and everything. She had a big career with them, but she did a few solo albums. And this was her first solo album. And I love it. This is my favorite Christine McVie solo album of all her solo albums. This is my favorite. I really, 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 really dig this album a whole lot. So this was called Christine Perfect because she was not yet married to John McVie when she made this. So her maiden name was Perfect. Her maiden name was Perfect. I kind of made a joke one time. I was like, Christine McVie, when she was fussing with John McVie after they got married, she could have said, "My life was perfect without you." My life was perfect before you. Yeah, that's a little corny dad joke. But anyway, so the first song on the album is "Crazy About You, Baby." And this song is cool. Like, this whole album is so soulful and bluesy, real bluesy, like Christine McVie did a whole lot in the early days, before the first album with Stevie and Lindsay on Fleetwood Mac. She was more like raw and just kind of just gritty sounding, with her music back then. And like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having like polished sound, refined sound to your music. That sounds really nice. But it's also good to hear some like just gritty, raw music as well. And that's what this album was, totally. So soulful, so bluesy, and just real cool. So the first song is "Crazy About You, Baby." And the song she's saying she is wild about this guy, but he doesn't feel the same way about her. So that's kind of where the blues comes in. So then the next one is "I'm on My Way." And she's like, I know I've done some wrong things, but if you ask me to stay, I'm on my way back home. If you want me to come back, I'm on my way back home. Okay, so then the next one is "Let Me Go, Leave Me Alone." So in this song, she's telling this guy, you're just too much. You're too intense for me. This love is too intense for me. So let me go, leave me alone. She just wants to be left alone in that song. Okay, so then the next song is "Wait and See." And in this song, she's saying, "I'll be coming home again. Just you wait and see." So she's telling this guy, I'll be back. I'll be back to love you. Just wait and see. Okay, then the next song is "Close to Me." And this one is really like melodic and flowing and just kind of has a good tempo and rhythm kind of to it. It's really nice. Really, it's slow to mid tempo. It's really just a good song. Then the next one is "I'd Rather Go Blind." And this song she's saying she'd rather go blind than be without this guy. That's intense. That is really intense. I'd rather be blind than not love you. So that's really almost taking it too far, but she's serious about this thing. Okay, so then the next one is "When You Say," and this song she's saying, "When you say that you love me, is there meaning behind that? When you say that you love me, is that what you're really trying to say?" She's feeling a little bit unsure in that song. Then the next song is "And That Same a Lot." And I love this song. And this song is really nice because she's saying to this guy, "I'm a woman of very few words. So when I say I love you, that's saying a lot. I love you. I'm telling you, I love you. And that's saying a lot because I'm a woman of very few words." So that's very poignant and very wonderful as well. Then the next one is no road is the right road. She's saying no road is the right road. She can't win with this guy. She's she's just like pulling her in two different directions. You know, no road is the right road. She just really um confused about where to turn with him and everything, and she doesn't know what to do. Okay, so then the next one is for you, and that's really pretty as well. Just it's real just real nice song. Then the next one is I'm too far gone to turn around. Um, and this song she's saying she's so deep in love that she can't go back to the way it was before. When before she met this guy, she's so deep in love, she's too far gone to turn around. Then the last song is I Want You. And this is just a real sultry, bluesy type of song. You know, she just say she wants this guy. She wants to be with him. So she's just saying, I want you. So this album is really cool. Really cool album. This is real good, like feel good music that, you know, all the Fleetwood Mac people are really good at, whether they do solo work or with Fleetwood Mac. Their music's going to be that kind of music that makes you feel really good and just toe tapping, just really nice, cool music that just puts you in a good mood and everything. That's the kind of music that all the Fleetwood Mac people produce and everything. I mean, it's just that you can't say anything bad about you know, Fleetwood Mac and all their members because they're just really amazing. You know, really amazing music, really nice. Okay, so the album artwork is very cool. It's got Christine McVie and she's lounging in this like patio chair outside by a pond or lake or something, but it's a kind of body of water. And has a cigarette in her hand. And she's just kind of really relaxed looking. It's got a humongous pink border around it. Some of the album covers too. Now some of them are just a picture of her with in the lawn chair, sitting out by the lake. Um, and then some of them have that big pink border, and then in gold at the top it says the Legendary Christine McVie. I mean the Legendary Christine Perfect album. At the top. So you know they have different album covers, and sometimes people do that. You know they have different types of album covers that sometimes they signify different things and sometimes they just don't mean anything. Um, but the Legendary Christine Perfect album is really wonderful. It's just really good music, and I know you'll really enjoy listening to the Legendary Christine Perfect album because it's just very good music, as you can expect with anything Christine McVie has ever done. Um, you know, she was just such a gem in the music industry, and you know, rest in peace to her. Of course, I've always loved Christine McVie since I can remember, you know, since very young. I've always really loved Christine McVie and all the Fleetwood Mac people. So, you know, it was so sad for me to hear that she passed away. You know, I was really sad about that. Um, but I can still remember her through her music, which is a wonderful thing. And I love listening to this all the time. I just wear it out. You know, I love listening to the Legendary Christine Perfect album because it's really wonderful. So anyway, thank you so very much for listening to me talk about the Legendary Christine Perfect album by Christine McVie, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.